Hold on. Here we go! Here we go!
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy's feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, and they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your fat friend Dnuco here, bringing you a Gears of War 4 video to help assist you in becoming a better Gears of War 4 player. I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks that will help your online experience and enjoyment of the game. Like any other games, you're going to need lots of practice, so you will get stressed out, but that's fine. So if you're a beginner and new to Gears of War 4 or just suck at the game, this video will ensure your chances to, well, not suck. So let's get started. So with sensitivity, you're going to want to adjust them the way you want your playstyle to be, or whatever feels right to you. The three sensitivities are look, target, and zoom. Look is basically how fast you want your player to look around. The higher sensitivity, the faster you'll turn. I keep mine at 20-23 because I want to be accurate with my shots when I'm blind firing, and it all comes down to how your playstyle is anyways. Target is how fast you want your player to look around while aiming down the sights. People get confused with aim and target sensitivities, but target is the one that controls how fast you look around when you hold your scope in. Zoom is how fast you want your player to look around when zoomed in. You would zoom down when you would click your thumbstick, like when you're using a sniper, when you would click down to zoom in, so don't get confused. These next three options are new to Gears of War, but they can help most people if they have broken controllers and such. Aim acceleration is how much the aim speed increases when you're pegged, so the stick moved as far as it can go. The higher the sensitivity, the more responsive your aim button comes out. Dead zones are the amount of movement you can do with your stick before it registers on screen. This is mainly for older controllers that drift, and if you wanted to set it to 10, which is the default, then that's like the older Gears of Wars. But set it to 0 for both and keep it there if you don't want your stick drifting while not moving or /aiming. So if you don't know what any of this still means, then just keep it at 10-10-0. This is the default that we're played out through all the Gears of Wars, and it's no difference. So this next thing I'm going to talk about doesn't really relate to sensitivity, but I highly suggest this to players. So most of you guys have the default control scheme to where you run and roll and take cover with the same button, which is A. I want you guys to play on classic alternative control scheme, and I'll tell you why. There will be situations where you want to get into cover but end up rolling to it instead. That's bad because you will die. Rolling should only be used to get away from situations. This classic alternative gives you a button to roll and run and another button to take cover in. This helps prevent you from rolling in situations where you want to take cover in, and this will extremely affect you. But if not, that's fine, I won't force you, just know you're going to get supered. Active reloading has been an essential tool in all of the Gears of Wars and played a huge part in winning your gun battles. Active reloading gives you a slight damage boost of your weapon, reloads your gun quicker, and in some weapons like the bolt hawk you shoot faster. But in Gears of War 4 it's different than the past Gears. If you want to active your gun and get that damage boost, there is now a cooldown to where you can get that advantage. There is an indicator beside your weapon on the top right hand of the screen. If that indicator is white, then you can get that damage boost when you active. To active your gun, you do this by reloading your gun and you time your reload button with the line and the marker. When it comes to being a better Gears of War 4 player, you need to have good movement. I'll be going through the wall bounce and strafing, which is the two main movements you're going to use throughout the game. Wall bouncing is the best way to get mobility when it comes to gun battles, and if you played past Gears, this was the best option to get around. When you wall bounce, it would make players miss, create distance to lessen damage, close distance for kills, so like one-shot kills, and wall bouncing negates stopping power. Not a wall bounce, you would go to a piece of cover and press whatever makes you go into cover and pull back with your left stick to cancel the animation of getting in cover. But don't wall bounce towards an enemy if they're far away, you'll actually be an easier target to hit. This isn't easy to do consistently, but practice. And in Gears of War 4 you actually have a larger distance to get into cover. And you can cancel the animation at any time, you can do it very late or you can do it very early. Strafing is another great tool against your enemy. You might not always be near walls in situations, so strafing will help increase your chances without the use of wall bouncing. Strafing is basically using your left stick to move left and right to dodge your player's shot. Remember to think ahead of your opponent. There is a quick strafe and a long strafe. Long strafing is going a longer distance than strafing. Short strafing is going a shorter distance than strafing. Right hand advantage is the #1 rule in Gears of War. It is basically seeing what the enemy can't. So while in cover you can see what's going on around you, but whoever is on the other side can't see you. If you end up not having right hand, then you can do this trick to help you see from the other side. You just aim in while in cover and pull back on your left stick. So remember, you always have to be an advantage over your opponent. This is very important and you can get very easy kills off this. The use of power weapons is extremely important in Gears of War 4. These weapons are located around the map, and to find them you can press the TACCOM button to see where they are. But if someone already has it picked up, then you have to wait till it's not in their possession for it to spawn back, or if the ammo runs out. If you use power weapons you will get better and win a lot more games. These tips and tricks, if used correctly, will help you in your Gears of War 4 experience and actually win you some games. When you play online, everyone goes towards power weapons, and if you try and pick it up, people will anticipate it and kill you while in the animation of picking it up. So there's a way to be a lot safer when picking up weapons. It's called the weapon slide. You do this by going as far away from the gun as possible, but you can still pick up the gun. So when you're far away from the gun as possible, just hold the pickup button and go to a side of the cover you want to pick it up in. My next trick is called a quick throw. Quick throw is throwing a grenade quickly and gain a lot more distance. You do this by throwing your grenade and then aiming down with the trigger. This is more useful rather than holding down to see where your grenade will go, and it's a lot quicker. Spotting is very useful because you can see enemies through walls while using your TACCOM, and it helps your teammates to see where the enemies are and stay cautious. You spot by aiming down at an enemy and clicking your left stick or whatever stick you use to move around in, and then there will be an indication of where the enemy is. If this video helped you a lot, please subscribe to this channel and leave a like so I can do more tutorials and help you guys a lot more in Gears of War 4. But other than that, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz, and just practice. Later.